The BTS fandom, known worldwide as ARMY, is no stranger to surprises, but few events have rattled the community as deeply as the recent storm of speculation surrounding HYBE and its supposed decision about Taehyung. What exactly unfolded within the walls of the entertainment giant that sparked such confusion? And why did reports suggest that Jungkook, often celebrated for his calm and resilient nature, was left visibly unsettled? These questions have not only shaken the group's fanbase but have also ignited heated debates across social media platforms, turning what might have been routine news into an emotionally charged global controversy. At the heart of this storm lies the perception that HYBE, a company long scrutinized for its corporate strategies and expansion goals, may have made a decision regarding Taehyung's role or upcoming activities that deviated sharply from expectations. Unlike typical announcements, which are usually accompanied by fanfare, promotions, and excitement, this report carried a tone that felt heavy and almost foreboding. Instead of celebration, fans sensed alarm. The ambiguity surrounding the move only heightened anxiety. Was Taehyung being sidelined? Was HYBE shifting its priorities away from him? Or was something more complex and hidden occurring behind the scenes? The impact of this narrative was magnified by its effect on Jungkook. For years, Jungkook has been the steady force within BTS, the golden magne whose composure, adaptability, and consistency reassured fans through countless challenges. To imagine him visibly shaken suggested that whatever was happening had struck at the core of the group's balance. His reported disbelief became a story in itself, sparking endless interpretations online. If Jungkook was unsettled, many reasoned, then the issue must indeed be serious. BTS's success has always been built on equilibrium. Each member contributes something unique, not only musically but also in shaping the group's identity and legacy. Any disruption to this delicate structure inevitably triggers alarms among fans and industry observers alike. In this case, what made matters particularly intense was the perception that Taehyung, a member central to BTS's artistry and global appeal, was being directly affected. Without clarity from HYBE, speculation spread unchecked. Fans asked, why Taehyung, and why now? Those close to the situation painted Jungkook's reaction as a mix of confusion, disbelief, and deep concern. Such a description seemed uncharacteristic of him, and that contrast fueled the narrative further. It was no longer just about management decisions. It became about emotions, trust, and the perceived fragility of the group's future. In the minds of many, Jungkook's unsettled state symbolized a possible crack in the unity BTS has long represented, a unity that has been central to their brand and deeply cherished by fans worldwide. HYBE, for its part, has often faced criticism over its management style. As one of the largest entertainment companies in the industry, its decisions are inevitably viewed through a corporate lens. While it is common for companies to adjust schedules, prioritize certain projects, or manage promotions strategically, when these moves are seen as singling out an individual member, the backlash is far more intense. The ARMY, fiercely protective of BTS, demands not just announcements but also transparency and reassurance. In the absence of these, trust begins to erode. Timing played a critical role in amplifying the backlash. BTS continues to dominate as a cultural force, and any shift in a member's role carries global implications. Fans questioned why this supposed decision was made at this particular moment. Was it coincidence, or was it the result of larger, unseen pressures? The lack of answers made the timing appear all the more suspicious, fueling theories that ranged from internal conflicts to broader corporate strategies. Taehyung's position within BTS further intensified the uproar. He is more than a vocalist, his artistry, individuality, and creative influence are woven deeply into BTS's identity. To alter his trajectory or even hint at sidelining him is not perceived as a business adjustment but as a threat to the very essence of what BTS represents. The emotional bond between Taehyung and ARMY has always been profound, and any perceived challenge to that bond resonates like a betrayal. Jungkook's visible reaction acted as gasoline on the fire. His silence was dissected endlessly. Was he protecting Taehyung by saying nothing, or was his quiet proof of internal turmoil? Every gesture, every fleeting expression became the subject of intense analysis online. In this environment, Jungkook's reported shock evolved into the central anchor around which thousands of fan theories were built. Official announcements lost control of the narrative as speculation took over, creating a storm that HYBE struggled to contain. The danger for HYBE is clear: without clarity, rumors transform into symbolic truths. Taehyung's supposed sidelining became a symbol of mistrust, and Jungkook's reaction became a symbol of instability within BTS. Fans no longer debated a simple scheduling issue, they were grappling with fears of betrayal, fractures, and even the potential unraveling of a group that has defined an era. Yet, as the frenzy continued, important facts were overlooked. Despite the storm of speculation, no credible evidence confirmed that HYBE had taken any negative or disruptive action against Taehyung. Reports suggesting that he had been sidelined or removed from a central role lacked reliable sources. Taehyung remained active and involved, both in group projects and his individual ventures. The panic was fueled more by assumptions than by actual developments. Similarly, Jungkook's so-called shock was almost certainly exaggerated. Public figures live under constant observation, and their smallest expressions are magnified and misinterpreted. In this case, a simple reaction or even silence was blown out of proportion, spun into a narrative of crisis. In reality, Jungkook has long demonstrated resilience and professionalism, qualities that remain intact regardless of rumors. The truth is that HYBE, like any large company, does make strategic decisions regarding timing, activities, and promotions. But these decisions are rarely as dramatic as the narratives that fans and commentators construct. Adjustments in schedules or priorities may seem disruptive from the outside, but they are often routine within the industry. The leap from ordinary business strategy to claims of betrayal or crisis is driven by speculation, not fact. What this controversy highlights is the vulnerability of fandoms to sensationalized narratives. In the absence of confirmed information, rumors thrive, fueled by emotional investment. Fans deserve clarity, but they also deserve truth, and the truth in this case is less dramatic but far more reassuring. There is no evidence of a rift within BTS, no secret plot to diminish Taehyung, and no collapse of Jungkook's composure. What remains constant is BTS's resilience, their collective bond, and their commitment to ARMY. The bond between JK and Taehyung, though thrust into the spotlight by these rumors, is not evidence of fracture but rather of loyalty and care. Their connection continues to symbolize the strength of BTS, not its weakness. The misunderstanding surrounding this supposed decision serves as a reminder of how quickly narratives can spiral in the modern digital age, especially when millions of passionate fans are involved.